You're a little bit too high. So good morning to you. It's super duper early in the morning. It's close to the 6th hour of the new day, Sunday, February the 15th. I had a wonderful, beautiful Valentine. After 23 years, this is the 23rd year me and my husband being together. And um, we, you know, we went to a special celebration, a what a Valentine's wedding celebration, and actually that was me and my honey's first time, going out for Valentine's. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and I know I had got on here because I'm a insecure person, and even though I'm a very confident person. But sometimes, I be suffering from low self-esteem. And so, I be getting in my mode sometimes where I be feeling like my husband, he's so mean to me. And I be feeling like, well, I know my husband loves me. He truly loves me. I do know that. But I be feeling like, he don't be liking me sometimes because he be so mean to me. But that's just his nature. Because we could love a person and not like them. But, you know, because some days I don't be liking him sometimes when he be mean to me, but I love him. Deep down in my heart, I love him. But I don't like when he be mean to me. But we had a beautiful, wonderful day yesterday. And ever since, that video so ago when I had got on griping and complaining. Yeah, it was just a momentary flash because, two imperfect people being together, you don't have no perfect relationship. Like, um, I got coffee in the bathroom. I know it's quite unconventional, but it's super duper early in the morning. And so I can't, because you know how I usually, how I like to talk to you like this. It's Sunday, super duper early in the morning. So, as to not disturb my honey's rest and my honey's sleep, I closed the door. And so I should have brought a chair in here so I can sit down and get comfortable and drink my morning coffee with you. Usually, I be having my meditation coffee with my Lord, but it's gonna be a 2-4. I'm a, you know, I can meditate, talk to God, and talk to you at the same time. I can do that. And so I'm feeling blessed, and I be counting my blessings for what I be doing, and and then I be time capsuling it, and put it into, send it to the cloud. And if God, like I said all the time, and we keep on saying, if God, so this is so funny to me. Look, I got bad ears, don't it? It just is so funny to me. Look, I got bad ears. Yeah. Anyway, it's kind of distraction. It's a kind of distraction to me when I see myself talking to you. But I'm gonna leave it up there. So anyway, I be counting my blessings. Yeah. I feel so blessed. I can't get too loud because you know how when I start talking to you, I tend to get a little loud and it's super early in the morning. I don't want honey to be waking up. You in there with them folks again? Well, he don't say it like that. Yeah. Because sometimes, there's a whole lot of sometimes about a sometimes of whatever, whatever. Anyway, but what I got on here to talk about was this. How blessed I am to be with my honey these 23 years. And um, feel so blessed because, let me take another swig in my coffee. I gotta be quiet because I get too loud. My honey gonna know I'm in the bathroom talking. Anyway, I be feeling so blessed that God, you know, God be looking out for me in ways I don't even know about, right? Because, like, if you got something missing in your life, God make up for it. And God made up for it by blessing me, to be with my husband and, and be integrated into his loving, wonderful family. Oh my God, everybody is so gorgeous and beautiful and just sweet and loving. Well, get some thug up in there. Yeah, cause Bubba, he a thug. And he got some boss ladies and, some boss men and some ride or die chicks. Yeah, they handle their business, but at the same time, you can't find a more loving family. They so loving and sweet. They are. And my mother-in-law, she's a twin. Hold up, I need the tissue. My mother-in-law, she's a twin. And her twin is just as sweet as she is. Yeah. I just feel so blessed. I just, I gotta tell to somebody, share my testimony. Give my testimony to the Lord and share it with you how blessed I am that, I'm part of his family, because they show me so much love and just welcome me wholeheartedly into the family. I just feel so loved, and sometimes I feel like I want to come to tears of how much love that I feel being in his family and seeing the love just radiate, through the whole room. I'm telling him, like, and then I be, kind of upset, like, God, how come you didn't bless me, with a family like that? But God, in a way, God be saying, I did bless you with a family like that. Did I let you marry into a family like that? I said, yes, Lord, you did. And so I kind of be having, like a conversation with my Lord, questioning God, and then God, and answering for God. But I feel like it be God's spirit. That's how I feel. I feel like it be God's spirit. Be like putting the answer into my head, because I be like, God, how come you didn't do this? And God, if you had a deal like this, and God said, hold up, don't take a step back and look at the whole picture, right? And I said, Father, I didn't have to apologize to God. I said, God, I apologize because you did. You gave it to me. Yeah, God makes up for it. Like, and then there's a scripture. I can't quote it verbatim, but the gist of it is, whatever there is that's lacking in your life, God make up for it. Ooh, God make up for it. God made up for it so good, and God just be like, God, I'm just happy and blessed. I just feel like talking. And I had one that I was gonna get dressed, but a little bit too early because I'm gonna be rustling around, making too much noise, that's disturbing my honey's sleep. This is so distracting to me. That right there. Oh, that's so funny to me. Anyway, so how you doing this morning? You doing good? Rhetorical question, I know. But since we here in this algorithm, how God let us meet up. Y'all some early bird. Well, not necessarily, because you're probably, some night owls, right? Because like it's super duper early in the morning, right over here, and where you at, it's probably like some time difference. And see, that right there, like I'm right here. I gotta go run and get my phone to see exactly what time it is, right? But you hanging with me, right? And so wherever you at, look at your time, because it's be like, and so That's how we know that, time is a made up thing. Because it's always now, right? Because it's right now wherever you at, and it's right now wherever I'm at, but it's a time difference, right? Yeah, like make it make sense. Like if I get on the plane and it's 4 o'clock here, but I'm going on the other side of the world, and then when I get on the other side of the world, you know, it's a time difference. Like if I left Michigan at 4 o'clock, and then how when I got over there, it's 2 o'clock, right? Yeah. Um, yeah. It's it's amusing to me. It's amazing, and it's amusing to me. The machinations of how God put things into being, but man did that time thing because um, soon it'll be daylight savings time. And here's another thing that time is a made up thing. Like when daylight savings time comes, not every state participates in daylight savings time. That blew my mind when I found that out. But to help mankind, do what it do, like the cogs of a wheel, you know, the cogs of a machine. I ain't getting too loud. My honey waking up. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. And so, I had so much fun. Yesterday, I had a really great time. Oh my God, it was so big. I didn't get the memo because it was a Valentine's wedding. Um, I was going shopping. I was going shopping for Valentine's clothes. I wanted to wear this little cute number, this black and gradient red with hearts all around, for Valentine. I ordered that, I had to send it back. I didn't even want to try it on the way it was looking in the package. And then I ordered something else, I had to send that back. Like, that's too hideous. And so I said, let me just go ahead and pick something up my closet. And so, had all my clothes laid out, right? And I couldn't, I changed clothes quite a few times. And I was like, oh, this is too much, and this is, ain't wearing that. And so I found something to wear, and it was all right. But come find out, there was a color theme, and it was, oh my God, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But I didn't get the memo because I don't have anything of that color in my closet. And then, when you go somewhere and people, they got their finest stuff on. And I was like, Father Jehovah, I want to go shopping again. Because I ain't got that color in my closet. I ain't got that color in my closet. And I got gold in my closet. But I ain't got no silver in my closet. I want to go shopping again. I got to get out this bathroom because that's distracting to me. It looked like I got bat ears. Like magic trick. It's magic time. I'm gonna make my bat ears come off. Back on. Oh, squats. I could be working my quads and doing some squats. I ain't did squats in but I gotta go lower for squats, right? Yeah. Ooh, I ain't did. Just that little bit got my knees. Like, girl, I need to get up on the ball and start doing some exercise. I should take you upstairs and go swing around on the ropes and exercise this whole body. But I just came in here, have some quiet, time with you. And I know when I come on here talking to you, See, my husband, he believes in God, but he's not a religious man. I'm not a religious person either. I'm a spiritual person. But my honey, and that's another thing I love about my honey. He keeps me grounded. Yeah, because when I be, going off on a rant and on a tangent, I be a little upset with God. And then I think about, I said, but my honey, he don't be stressed. He don't be stressed about God. He let God do it. I said, let's just start, taking a cue from my husband. And, stop minding God's business. I, I got a bad habit of minding God's business. And, just let God be, let God do what he do. But I'm learning. And see, because I had knew for sure. I don't know I talked about this before because my honey be saying, you get on there, you just be talking about the same old thing all the time. Right? But you be listening to it. Okay. And so, yeah, I just knew for sure when I turned, the ripe old age of 60, that I was going to have it figured out. I was going, like smooth selling, right? Yeah, I thought I was going to have life figured out and, and just be going with the flow. Yeah. But no, it ain't like that, you know. Life aches. It don't stop. Mm-mm. But what I'm learning is, um, life gonna do what life gonna do, and just go with the flow. And so, in going with the flow, I be like, I'm gonna stop minding God's business. I am. I'm just gonna wake up and just be happy, cause like when I be getting up and I be grunting like a bear, you know, struggling about my sleep, and I be sometimes I be snoring. Right. And then when I wake up, I say, God, you done did it again. God, you didn't have to do it, but you did it again. God be waking me up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We be experiencing because we so used to it. Like when the sun rises every day, you know, and we see the clouds moving and the birds. We so used to it. We think of it as, every day. Oh, it's mundane, It's supposed to be like that. But no, we be really experiencing a miracle. Because you mean to tell me all those, what they say millions of years, who knows how long it's been. But however long it's been, it's still working. That's a miracle in itself. Those waterfalls, it's still flowing. It's still flowing. In the oceans, guys, when God made the ocean, you go thus far and don't proceed no further. But every now and again, you get a tsunami and it go past its borders. But for the most part, you know, um, everything stays in check. Your seasons, the rotation of you know, the planets, the galaxies. We experience, you know, a miracle every day. And we are born into a miracle. We witness a miracle every day. And I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I just be marveling, you know, about the wonders of God. I guess I just, be want to talk about it and share my thoughts with another human being. Give up my praise to God. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna hold you long. I'm gonna get dressed. It's Sunday. I feel like playing. wanted to wear, but I think, oh, that's gonna be too much, so I didn't wear that. Yeah, they may be a dress up play day Sunday. Oh my goodness, I did too much too. I had a good time. I had such a good time. Oh, I had 3 drinks and some wine. Father Jehovah, forgive my gluttony. I overdid it. I felt so good being home. I overdid my drinking. Um, but it was, yeah, you know how you have such a good time, you pay for it later. Yeah, that's what happened. You know, so if I'm, um, since Valentine's is over with, I guess I'll change out the red and put another color in there. And take the braids down and fluff it out. Yeah, I'm still reveling, you know, in what my eyes beheld yesterday. I had a beautiful time. It was just so many beautiful people, so many beautiful faces, and all the children running around, having a good time. All right. Have yourself a great day, and I'll hang with you a little bit later.